Howdy, howdy, howdy. Gonna be doing a quick little stream tonight. Mostly because I always like to do the stream for the new event in GFL. Just to see what that one is going to be. Might just probably going to be another small one right now, though. It's nothing too crazy. I think Lynn's another like filler character. But she looks fun. Granted, her gun's also cooler than I thought it was going to be. So I'm like, hey, a little bit of a plus there. But I think she's also supposed to be like good poise, like corrosion support. So like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, I feel like like I kind of like the corrosion team the best, and I don't really have like a full team with them. But I kind of like them the most, so I wouldn't mind getting another one. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh wait, no, just leave that going. Well, actually, wait, no, I guess I'll go ahead and mute you. Mute you, swap over to this. Bring you up. Will, oh, is it registering it? No. Almost. I think last time I did this, I had to actually exit the game. Oh, and of course it brought it up there while I was exiting. Come on, give it a couple seconds. Turn that up a little bit. Okay, now it's showing. I don't know why I have to close it and reboot it with OBS open to actually get the screen share to share. Ooh, I like you. Who are you? I'm going to also would say I like the feet. Okay, I just want to do a couple quick little things in here. We'll move on over to Girls Frontline. Like I said, I want to kind of check Lynn's stuff out. Don't imagine I'm able to get her. Like I said, I think I streamed that last where I actually got Florence. There's some interesting things to potentially show off in here. This was, I think, a new banner today. I didn't even look what was on her. Granted, I'm still pulling on the other one, but might have some neat stuff. Okay, that weapon looks interesting. Psychic beam? Side beam? You just side beamed out of a Gundam? Huh. I know they was talking about some different like psychic stuff in the other one I've been playing, but was expecting a side beam. Huh. Okay. What else do you have? Okay. Same, I guess, dude. I like his double barrel gun thing. Another side beam. Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, cool enough. Was that a map? Is it not a map? Oh, no, it's the map there at the end. I think we already looked at you before. Then I was there. He spins around the tunnel thing, which I mean is interesting. Yeah, I think I've also seen this one too just recently. Part of me feels like I might even have this one. Maybe not. Oh, maybe I might. Does he go up in the air and shoot lightning out of his head? Oh, I know. Okay, this is different one I'm thinking of, but yeah, I think we've seen that one before. Okay, so the... it's kind of shameless at this point. Swimsuit bikini. But she's not really less covered up than she is in her regular outfit, impressively. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that just because I do like her character. Then you have whoever this one. I think I actually have her. Or have a version of her. Does it say what she's from? Oh dear, I don't know what that exactly is. Have I seen this animation? Oh yeah. Well, no, that wouldn't be what the thing she's from then. I've seen you. Yeah, no, woman just like you. And what is that word? Something zero? Alden zero? I guess it is like English, but I don't know what that is to know. But yeah, I have a ticket for whatever this is. Assuming it's good. I'm like, hey, we're gonna stream it now anyways. Might as well summon on it here. Didn't even look to see what's all on here. Please be something I don't have. Oh, couple somethings. Oh, because I reloaded the game. This will take a couple seconds for the stuff to load. Oh. We just looked at the beginning of this. I'll happily have it. I think I thought I might have already had it. This was like a map attack. Okay, this is not, I mean, I think I have seen this one. I think there's another one where you got into something like that and just shot a big beam. Okay. Do I even know who you are off the top of my head? Is that dodgy guy that just have like a sword with? Maybe. I had a little mission thing where like I had to dodge X number of attacks and use evasive characters. That could be him. Okay, it's a map. I thought it was probably a map too when all the spinning, but it's like sometimes you have those that aren't map attacks. Or sometimes you may have like a map and a single target variant. Okay, I don't have you yet. I saw you in a mission where I give you, I guess you're probably later. Oh. Oh, what? Ah, that's why you're the Red Comet. Okay, This is your Red Comet, I guess, version. Okay, neat. Okay, so that's who that guy is. Okay, I guess I haven't gotten to the part where I've unlocked his outfit. I'll take both of those, sure. It's not what I was expecting. Great, especially when I saw it too. I was like, oh boy, I mean, I want to know how I even got this. Is this something you get from the event? Okay, I mean, that one's interesting. I mean, we've seen that one before, or at least I've seen it before a couple times. I thought that was a little bit more of a special thing, but I will gladly take that. I'm gonna take whatever I got out of it too, anyways, but... Oh, this one, like it's just like electro knuckles. And then sparkle grenade. I mean, it is neat, but we'll bet that almost looks like a basic attack. Or like SR, maybe SSR. I say SR. Say R or SR. I think I've seen this was Gold Dude, right? I do like the wings. Not 100% sure if I have him. I think I might, but of course this attack you see like the wings, so it makes me think of something that looks a little bit different. Okay, well, is there anything else on this one? I think that was it. I thought this was something for like the Iron-Blooded Orphans character thing, because it was kind of popped up around the same time. I like these characters, but I think they have a cool mech design. I think they have cool like body suits, the coloring and like, I don't know, texture, extra detail stuff, like little wings and things are neat. Oh, this is the 666 one. Peak stupid, I love it. Okay, I think that was really okay. Oh, this was what I was thinking I had the thing for, was to think this summon. Okay, so that's something new, okay. Ah, that's what it is. I thought it was that thing, okay. So we were getting Christmas stuff like already. Okay. But hey, it hooked me up with some new stuff. There is one other thing I really want to check. Oh, I guess I'll claim whatever this is. Is this the right one? Yes. I want to actually see what some of these missions are. So I'm probably going to have to exit out the chat here for a second. I think I finally figured out also why I'm getting just like some random little like skill abilities is I think one of these things somewhere in here, like, oh, you get this for doing whatever this is. So I'm getting like a couple just random things off of that. I mean, I'm assuming these are some like bigger achievement stuff. Let's just start with the top one. What are you going to tell me to translate? The original pilot strengthening campaign. Complete all 20 levels. 20 level modifications for Grafton unit. Okay, so so these people haven't like fully upgraded their little mech things. Okay, yeah. Which I mean, I guess I could do those next if it gives me that. Okay, what are these missions out of curiosity? I mean, I'm trying to say there's not anything like, use this character on this. Clear any stage with the Darion equipped with Christmas gift. Okay, so I guess I have to use that ability thing, which I obviously don't have. Clear any stage with KG6 Lepna equipped with the gift in the snow. Okay. Clear any stage with Gao Ga equipped with unchanging feelings. Okay. There's lots of like clear mission using this character and like a unique equipment, I guess, for them, or like those, like the 2 new Christmas ones, stick them or whoever they go with. Clear any stage with Gridman equipped with the Snow Crystal. Oh gosh, I would spend money maybe for that one. Clear any stage with okay. So we have like some weird having some Christmas stuff now. I don't know if that was the greatest, but hey, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. You know, that's one of those things. Okay, then we have The short time left, intermediate, defeat Baron Shah within 9 actions. 9 actions seem kind of quick. Short time left, intermediate, clear. Game by beating 10,000 damage in 1 attack. Okay. Interesting. Is there anything here that looks more worthwhile? I mean, I imagine this is probably more of like clear this harder mode, clear this blah blah blah. The short time left. Clear the above by dealing 30,000 damage. Defeat the super with an attack with 9 turns with an attack against. Okay, so it's just like. Okay, stuff that unfortunately I'm not, I think, there yet for. Because, like, you need to do those super hard missions, which, woo, they're doozy right now. Equipped with SRX, full burst, map. Level 75 or higher. Complete the short time left. Second super class. Short time left. Okay, so it's just like using the units. Complete all battle missions. Short time left. Second super. I would love to get strong enough to do way more of these. Let's see, what's that one? Complete all battle missions in the short time left. Third super class. Oh, it's probably these new like harder mission things. Yeah. Well, that's lots of missions it wants me to do though. I didn't actually click with it. Let's just see how many more like missions are even. Oh my gosh, they give you lots of stuff. Trying to see which ones I might have complete though. Let's see one that had like some. No. That's 0 out of 75. Phew. Okay, at least got some stuff done, but man, these. I just need to be able to do the much tougher missions. Okay. What is you by chance? Cleared the stage with SRX equipped with. Level 75 or higher, full burst map. Okay, so it's just like use that unit here. Okay. I guess this is probably for the thing that's done, but we've got some of those. Okay. Right? Or yeah, because this would have been the, I guess, the co-op raid little thingy. Imagine that's like use the so-and-so unit. Well, let's see. A level 100 Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex equipped with Leader's Path ability. Any of the following units. What does that exactly mean? Oh my gosh, there's lots of little like mission things here. Okay, cleared. I imagine you're probably somewhat done. Let's see. It might be worth later to come back and look through these again. Raise a total yellow background. Special skills. There's a total of 3 special skills to level 10. Okay, so it's just like upgrade some of those other things, yeah. Let's see, what about this one? Organize the Aoi Hoyama, the Siege of the Darien Remembrance Battle once. Let's see, where does that take place? Siege of the Darien Battle. Of course, I mean, I'm not looking at this stuff in English or anything like that either. That might be the last little mission thing I'm going to look up for right now. We'll get back to it. Can you show me where this is even at? Oh, one of these. Alright, and we have it anytime soon. And yeah, it's still the same character here. Okay. It's just weird still there being just like 2 things here. I'll gladly take it. I think all of this stuff should still be completed. And just to make sure, I think every single one of these should be completed. Let me just double check. I mean, they could have added something else here. Okay, that's where I got you from. So I should I guess I should have you. I just think you don't look as noticeably you to me in your other less, I guess, post-tastic art. Still love you. Also, I love how I feel like I recognize half of these backgrounds and I don't even know what I'm exactly even looking at. Yes. As I get back to the gun one, now I've made like a full circle. There's you. Yes. Okay, so we'll make sure I'm not like missing any of those. Okay. But yeah, I'm still having fun. I also want to make like a little mini-ish review, something talking about this game. Say some spicy thoughts, but I do have some what would probably be interesting thoughts about this game. Not like in any sort of a like bad way or anything. But I do. So go ahead and go back home. We started with the next game. My spicy thoughts for this is, it's like the best. Let's see if I find the next thing. Here we go. It's like the best Pokemon game I've played. If that makes any sort of sense, I don't think it does at all in the slightest. But it kicks in lots of those little like boxes for me. I like collecting all the different units. It's kind of fun to level them. I mean, I'm curious what it will be like once I get to the point where I have like most of the basic upgrade stuff done. While I'll be like working on then. Because granted, maybe I should be focusing on just a few units, super upgrading them. But I feel like I need so much other stuff to also just get through the what was it, like the different story stuff to unlock the other units as well. That is just like there's so much stuff like I need to kind of like upgrade. I kind of want to upgrade everybody, so I can kind of like potentially use whoever looks cool, like get a cool attack for, or something calls for like using certain units. I can actually then like more properly use them. But yeah, I'm just I'm curious to see what that stage is. Of course, I'm also looking forward to be able to do like the more harder content, some other stuff, like actually really having the strength and other stuff. Granted, I might could get through that next like intermediate battle. I mean, I'm tempted to try. I'm a little bit under leveled, but maybe if I do like manually play it, I can save up like the good abilities and stuff for the boss enemy. I said, trying to make sure if I. What else did I need to do today? I got lots of stuff. Did I not do this one either? I don't think. No. But I might go through and do that one like on manual and see if I can get through there. Those bosses are counter. Granted, I think I'm getting to the point now where I can like better sort this stuff on. I mean, and in fairness too, I think I actually have some more stuff leveled that. Oh, you need an unit with slashing type attacks to damage his armor more. I think I'm actually getting more to the point where I can actually, I have stuff actually upgraded enough to bother looking at that, because I think that was my biggest thing previously. Is while I could probably went through with the translator and like try to sort through what to like where those characters are and actually use them. I don't think I had probably that much variety upgraded where it was really worth trying to do that, because I had like 8 units I could kind of use, sort of thing. But now I'm getting to the point where I have a little bit more stuff upgraded. I could maybe also make sure I have like the right attack things equipped too. So even if like that one's fancier, or he breaks out a sword, like okay, maybe the beam sword might be the basic like R attack thing. It's not any cool SSR stuff, but like hey, you need some slash stuff, so bring that one with you. Slap that on them. Like, don't make that like the main weapon, but you can put like one of the fancier ones on there. But then these can be his different like sub attacks that will do more damage to his break gauge and other stuff like that. What else do I even need to do? Oh, I haven't done this yet today. Oh, I thought I already did that. Florence, of course, because she's the newest. No, I'll give you like 3 of those. Just to make sure I have enough. Okay. And I have that, which then lets me go over here and do this. Excellent. But yeah, I might be able to actually do some more of the stuff more properly now. And it actually might be cool too. I might be getting to the point where I need to do a little bit more stuff manually. Not just like manually that doing some of the story missions, because I'm having to hold back the units that will like instantly die. I forgot I do also have... No. What even are those? Oh, artifact recovery. Ah, that's where that thing shoved them. Okay. Wait, no. Toughest one. I will imagine I didn't even touch this at all. It's just like the event didn't touch that at all. So I have like none of the stuff, which is a little bit unfortunate. Probably would have been beneficial to have at least done something. But I did want to save this so when I hopped on here. Yeah, this doesn't really give me too much. It gives you a little bit of extra stuff to spend in the store. That should be interesting. Reward time. Stories first. Okay. I feel like that should be story than that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. But it's interesting. It might be fun to have some more stuff where I need to play. Granted, it's like I'm disadvantaged. Like not knowing a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot you're apparently part of her team for some reason. Oh, she is too? Interesting. Not people always expect to be on the team with each other. I mean, I guess I could use that team, but I would rather go still because they're somewhat newer. Florence. Oh, here we go. Sabrina. Let's go Nikita. Zhao. Just, I don't know, something a little bit different. Oh, and I think the story for this is supposed to be set in between the last big one that we did, which was the one where they were playing like paintball or something. Apparently she was somebody that was like, I guess, causing some shenanigans or something. Like she was competing, but everybody knew she was competing because she was like hiding. So there was some funky bits in the story, like who did that, and it was apparently, I think, supposed to be her. So we're back to these, I guess, set of maps. Well, that should be fun. Yes, I'll shoot. Come here. Tap that. Tap you. It's weird. I wish I could have it not deselect that way. Also, then I wish it was easier to deselect when there's somebody I don't want to actually, like, okay, I want to select the enemy to see what buff is preventing me from, like, doing stuff on them. Oh, there's another unit. Way back there. Well, I think I should be able to take them out. But yeah, it should be interesting to that. But without being able to read the stuff, like some of the different abilities, I just need to slow down and do it. But I don't think I'm making that much progress. Where like doing maybe one more level is going to get me that much extra. I mean, I guess it might give me a little bit more summoning stuff, so maybe it'd be worthwhile to do it for that. But it's not like I'm going to be able to complete all those extra little mission things that mentioned, stuff like that. These are just these four, I guess, largely. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know. It's been fun. I like using the newer units I have kind of leveled up. Looking forward to leveling some more up and doing some other things. There was that one thing to upload some more of the game original characters, which I don't mind doing. I'm surprised I haven't kind of done them all already. I can't shoot you. I guess I'll shoot you. And then I think I have to drop the dog over there to get the angle to hit both of them, maybe? What? No, there we go. But yeah, it's nice to get some new stuff, and then too, once maybe I upgrade those, I can then also... I guess I want to do this. But then maybe I can also use those a little bit more too, because I do like the game originals. I will admit some of them are a little bit more samey than others, but I've also like kind of upgraded some of the stuff. But then I also am working on the things that get me. I guess I'll probably pop this. That gets me progress with some of the different story missions a little bit more. I've got you, because I think I've now upgraded her enough. She gets like a move after using that, at least maybe turn 1, so it makes her a little bit better. So she doesn't just run out there and do that and not do anything else. Take him out. Good job. This is supposed to be a bullet, but it sounds like somebody just waggling a stick down like a metal fence. What's that? Confirm? Oh, yeah, I think I hit confirm instead of continue. You know, let's do the bonus ones while I'm here. Still coming back and doing them. But I do think I've gotten kind of the more interesting of the sort of game originals. The pink-haired woman, and I think hers is a little bit more interesting. Of course, her robot isn't like all the others, so that's at least kind of nice with her. Nothing too crazy otherwise, but I do like her robot. Honestly, would love to see that in Super Robot Wars 30. I'm assuming it's just Didarion, and we're not going to have her as well. As fun as that would probably be to actually get her. Can I get a double kill here? Yes. As fun as it would be to get, I imagine it's probably just him. But I would love to have her as well, because she's she's interesting. I like kind of the way her like mech moves around. It has some very interesting things. If I pop this here, does that reach you? No. Okay. I don't think we're in range to have anything really happen. But yeah. She's fun. The other three kind of, the other six all a little bit more the same. Main difference there is the one with the wheels. But I think like aside from that, everybody else kind of looks the same. Maybe like a different cannon, different hand, some stuff like that. But she's probably the most different, because I think she's in that same like extra group of 6. This is like 9 game originals total. Maybe she's another oddball. I don't remember. I haven't used too much of that other group as of right now. You're not going to reach there, are you? No. No, let me just shoot you. And then drop the dog. Yeah, it might be neat to have those finally upgraded. And me too, I think this thing actually giving me a mission that gives me some stuff that is probably useful. I mean, I'll imagine those little skill orb things. It's at least something I can add onto the character that does make them noticeably strong. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of skill it is. Some of it's like, here's some increase to your accuracy, which is like, yeah, you know, you could do a little bit more than that. But the other ones I think are lots more beneficial. Of course, there's some that like upgrade all stats. Some of it's like, I feel like a couple hundred per level too. Like, it's really nice. Then like the genie has some of those other ones, but like, hey, something I can go ahead and equip to some people, and then that's more stuff that I can use for that like auto loop thing that gives me some resources. It looks like it upgrades some of the skills or gets you more stuff so that you can then upgrade the skills. Not 100%. It looks like it just straight up upgrades them for you, but if it, I mean, it could be doing it the other way. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Let's see how many units I can kill off here. There we go. Good boy. But yeah, it seems like it's a worthwhile thing excuse me, to invest in. Because I think I'm investing like I'm a stock bro type thing. A crypto bro. You gotta invest now, man. No. Yes. Pop that there and just shoot that there. Oh, but it was also nice finally for like the first time in like a month and maybe what, 5 weeks, been able to go back to the gym. So it was weird. It's like the front was kind of boarded up, but it had like a, I don't know, plywood box over the entrance, which was super weird. I don't know why exactly. Like it was covered up front, but there's also on the inside too. It's maybe like 10-15 feet deep. Some on the outside and some on the inside. I have no idea what happened. I mean, it was like someone was like maybe remodeling, but I'm like, I don't think you'd have like the front and the back, and like you're covering up like there's a big old hole in the wall. I mean, I guess somebody could have Wait, give me a second. I think I might know what it was. It's next to a physical therapy. Could somebody have driven through the thing? Because the handicap parking is right in front of it. Was somebody pulling in and drove through the building? Oh, I guess I'll tell her whenever she calls me. We do have to do the cats tonight. It was nice being able to actually go back and work out a little bit. But also, while I was there, I actually was able to work a little bit on my Super Robot Wars P idea stuff. Like, lots of stuff I want to do. So I think one thing I have decided, which is going to be interesting. Can I like pop this here? Okay, I'll still hope. Let's see, maybe might would get you, but yeah, let's go for it. Go and just take him out, I guess. Which you can. Oh, you took him out too. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. I don't think yours can reach. Oh, it does. Excellent. But I wanted to type up like a little, I won't call it pitch, but that sounds too, I don't know, almost proper. Like I'm actually going to pitch it to like somebody in Bandai Namco. But just kind of wanting to just write up a basic thing about like why I would include this series, how to incorporate it into the world, because I think that would be, a lot of this might be a little bit harder to do it, but like what's maybe some easier ways to do it there? Would you make it like part of the world? What kind of maybe stuff would you shift a little bit to make it more fit in? I guess I'm just going to drop it. No, I'll drop it on you because you're just like the annoying frog dude. Like a small one before like writing a big one for each of the things, going into like a lot more detail for each of the like different series. Of course, I'm just like part of the way through with the Concrete Revolutionary one. I think that one maybe has a little bit more sense. Of course, it's also the one I watched the most recently, and I think it could have the most stuff added in. But that one's been kind of interesting. I'm happy to like work on that a little bit, do like a short little like, okay, this is what? Is it a question mark block? Interesting. She's got my attention. But yeah, I don't know, I just had fun working on that. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I don't actually have my regular attacks. Okay. My regular kit. Okay, I'll finish that thought once I guess, get done with this. Okay, I don't fully know what's going on here, but I guess keep on doing it. No idea. Maybe we might explain more of this story, but that really threw me for a loop there. And for like a Minecraft Chance Cubes map. Carl? Oi! You awake? He's gonna drop me with the hard oi. But yeah, I don't know. That was okay. What do I want to do here? I guess I'm gonna go over here. Then I don't know, something like this. But yeah, I was working on that. I was having fun actually getting around to doing that because I've been kind of wanting to do that for a little bit now. Best thing here, we'll pop you there. I guess Poppy, you hear the dog there. But yeah, it was nice to actually work on that. Also nice to kind of do like a little design type thing again, because that's technically what I can go to college for. I'm not saying this is design, but I did also like doing stories and some other stuff like that, which I don't get to really do now with work. But I mean, it's okay. But it's kind of fun to flex some of that again, but not go too crazy into it in such a way that like I feel like I'm wasting too much time working on that. Though I wouldn't mind making a video for some of this stuff, but I think it is going to be fun if I do anything related to that. Probably I'll say pirate and stuff. That sounds just really bad. Oh, I need to interact with that thing. Okay. I mean, it's not. I guess can I hit both of them from here? Yes. But like if I want to get any clips or anything, because Funimation, I was even just trying to get some screenshots of some of the units. It's just like they want you to do any kind of screen capture, take pictures, anything, any of that sort of stuff on their like video capture, but their like website stuff. Which is a little bit unfortunate because I would like to get some of the stuff for that, because like there's not too much stuff for Concrete Revolutio online for like lots of the characters and units, so the things that I would be like adding into the game aren't on there. Oh, take him out. Good boy. So yeah, I'd probably be doing some of that. Cause I wouldn't mind maybe like at least some of like the 10 seconds of like a fight clip or something. So I might be having some fun. So go let them auto it. I might be having some fun messing around on there. As well as a reason that is probably to pirate your media, but also actively have a Funimation subscription, and I think most of the stuff we taken would be from Funimation. I mean, I guess the only thing I think I still do have the Pacific Rim the Black on there, and they're probably the most kind of out there one to include. Oh, the music here. What are we getting? Also, it's interesting getting all the story with these characters. We're in a stadium. Huh. Oh, this map's just really interesting. I got to kill Krolek. I don't know, it shouldn't be too hard. I feel like I need to send in the, what was it? Coffin to do it. But yeah, it was fun kind of working on that again, and I feel like she healed. Maybe it's just enough defense. But yeah, it's like a cool stadium map. I kind of actually like this one. I don't know what we would super use it for, but like this feels like a really solid like arena map. But yeah, I've been working on some more of that. Wait, what? Oh, I guess we're getting into the actual like resort area. Now it's more of a restaurant, but this is like a really nice looking map. So are we at that hotel thing again now, finally? But just like, I guess, different sections of it. This is like a funkier restaurant looking thing? Maybe? I don't know. Is there any reason to drop a dog anywhere? I guess so. Should be really interesting. They're just getting Krolik as a like boss enemy too. I'm gonna get them with this. I'm into these fights. This is a little bit more interesting than I was expecting to maybe be getting for these missions. Like I said before, these aren't always the most like involved things ever, but this one's actually interesting to me. But yeah, so the little intro thing I'm doing right now, gosh, I think I need to add like one other little section onto it. Oh, yeah, I took her out. I guess just go here and pop that. I don't know. I'm doing like kind of a little brief overview of what the series is. Okay, just kind of like a little basic one. What would be the characters I would add in? Oh, sorry, at least like I guess more so correctly, the characters that I would add in. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go back here. Well, actually, yes, Florence. Pop that again, so he'll go here, so he'll probably hit that person. I think we have like a good range to get both of them. And then, okay, so I do now also realize we have two of these wiggly dudes. I'd been a good time to have kept your more fun stuff. I guess just send you forward. But yeah, what kind of like players or playable characters would be added in, kind of what they do and everything. And then, well, I guess you maybe pop this instead, because I might be able to teleport over here, and for somebody over there, I might be able to shoot them. Oh, this is a retreat mission. I was kill everybody. Looks very interesting enemies. I kind of like them. I'm sure they'll be annoying on some other maps, but as of right now, they're not too bad. Okay, here, and then one of you here. But yeah, what kind of playable characters? What kind of enemies? Like maybe some potential bosses, regular enemy dudes. How a little brief overview of how you would incorporate them into the story. I guess I'm gonna send you down here to deal with them. How we incorporate them into the story, and we also need to probably add in a section of what I think would be a little bit more fun to do with them. Because some of it, I will admit, is like, oh, I think that one would have a really fun story. There's lots of like some more kind of stupid ones on here that would probably work a little bit better that way. But was working on Concrete Revolution, and it's still like, I think I might have worked it up to like 6 units. Again, I think a lot of them would probably sort of be a little bit more removed, but I'm noticing a lot more enemies in Super Robot Wars 30 than I thought some of these little franchise things would be getting. So you could get a little bit more out of that one too. It would have some different characters, yes. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to go peel the cat right quick. I guess I'll see. Is there any music? No. Okay, let me go and get you some. I'll leave it on the victory screen with whatever her name is, Juha or something. Might not be coming out to fix the building anytime soon. Oh, hey, it's winter time. Those people come out.
Well, at least you know where I've been the last month. But anyhow, with her just being extra compassionate with her, she really, I mean, I think she'll easily pull herself up and walk from shelf to shelf. She's interested in shelf, but she is not really comfortable with shelf. It's like Jefferson does a plateau and she thinks it's time to get her down. But I just had time and I thought I'd just see what she did. She was terrified.
Well, I did think one time last time when I came by while getting food, should I stick her up on the higher shelves and come back 30 minutes later and see if she figured it out? What?
Did you say you cried that much?
No, I talked about it.
Well, that's what I did. She did. She was scared, and then I tried to help her, and she still was scared. And then she decided she didn't, that's why maybe she couldn't like it over, you know.
Call from
Sorry, back. Finally. When within 6 times? Oh, I did. You know, that's on me. I wasn't actually paying attention to it like it was an escape mission. I was a kill everybody mission. But yeah, sorry about that. Notice my cat will give me a pill. I think he has hemorrhoids. His butthole swollen, poking out. Fun stuff. Confirm, yeah, I don't need to see the map again. Because that's why they all came in behind me. But yeah, what I was going over the ideas for today. I think it's walked up to 6. Granted, I think it's probably like 2 or 3 of those could actually reasonably make it in. I don't imagine the majority of them would, though there are some that I think would be neat to see getting added in. Game has a lots of like really cool show has lots of really cool stuff in it. And I would love to see like some of those things get added in. I think some of them really would be neat to see make it in. It would be like something cool to get added into the game. But I could also totally see them just not doing that. You know what? I'm gonna throw you up here. Well, I guess actually up here. So I can still go around that way. I do like these, just, I don't know, a little bit more like luxury places in here. Like, I like the resort. It's kind of like fancier restaurant area. This one's kind of neat. But I mean, of course, I see Jiro making it in. I mean, I guess in maybe complete and total fairness, he might be the only one I could fully see making it in. Because some of the other ones might be a little bit more suspect of whether or not they would actually make it in or not. But you have him. Definitely think 100% chance robot stuff kind of fits in. Oh, you can actually walk on that? Huh. Yeah, you can. I don't know why I thought that was just not walkable. So stupid. Like I have at least 2 little bitty walkways to go down. But you have Jiro. The other one I could see probably more likely, even though his bit of the story is a little bit weirder. I wish I could remember his name. But the head of the BL Detective Club, BL Boys Detective Club, I think it was called, which was like the Boys of Light, Boys Love. I don't, super weird name. But you had him. He had like a little combiner robot thing, and later a bigger, almost Mecha Godzilla thing. But I think it was like Rex something, a little bit more like a dog. I could see him making it in. Maybe either one of those. The combiner thing was neat, but it was kind of small, maybe 2 stories tall. He just kind of rode on its shoulders. Granted, I guess he could like make it and be like piloting it, but not there. I mean, I guess you could almost have it be like Yuta and Jay Deckard, where like Yuta's not piloting Jay Deckard, but still kind of like part of his stuff. Now that could be an interesting like upgrade, a very different thing for him going to like controlling this little combiner thing to like piloting a big robot Mecha Godzilla-ish dude. But that one, I think probably the next most likely, just because I feel like it would probably fit more. Though then there is also probably my second favorite of all of them, is the Iron Detective Raiko. He's, I don't know, really kind of cool. It's as weird of a choice he might be, because he keeps on wanting to do a terrorism. Keeps on wanting to blow up stuff to wake up the sheeple. It's really interesting. He is like one of the good guys, kind of, somehow, though he seems like he keeps on wanting to kill people. But I don't know, him being a robot detective thing, I kind of see that. Is this? Oh, that's second wave. I don't know, I can see that kind of working. Did lots of cool punches, quick little movement stuff, shooting bullets out of his fingers is neat. His arms like folding up and shooting like missiles or cannons or something out of his like arm bits was cool. I don't know, lots of like, I don't want to say swag with it, but there was lots of neater stuff going on there. I mean, I guess if I just do this and then maybe teleport somebody else in. But you have him. Also, very briefly, did pilot a giant robot, though he didn't really do anything with it. I think he had it for like an episode and a half. Like I said, like, really nothing happened. I mean, I guess if I do this, I don't know, maybe he gets close enough to throw something at him. But that would probably fit more like the giant robot stuff. Though. I mean, I guess you could have him walk on like his feet. I don't know, a little like human dude bouncing around doing stuff. Could be cool. Honestly, I think that one would be cool, but it might just be kind of like a little height thing, but kind of works with all the other stuff going on. We do have like Ultraman and some other things, so I'd say they're probably stronger than this guy. Yeah, I know that was kind of cool. The more questionable ones, you have, what was it? Was it called Megashin? I think, or maybe Megashin was somebody else. I can shoot you. And then drop a doll. You had, it was like a little combiner robot. It was like 2 different androids. one was a man, one was a woman, and they would like combine to be one android that's still like the same size of a person. I don't know. It was a little bit funky. Oh, that's where the enemies are. Okay, I was looking more upwards. Can I drop one of these in the middle and then shoot the survivor? If there's a survivor. You had that one. That could maybe work. You never really did too much. It's kind of more hand-to-hand combat, but I mean, it looked cool. Which, I mean, honestly might be the most important thing a super robot warrior can do is look cool. At least my own personal opinion. And I don't know, I guess everybody else goes this way. But you have that one. That one could kind of work. Although maybe it's a support unit for Rido. Oh, that was actually something. I thought that was like a teleporting in later unit. But yeah, you do have some of those different things. Of course, there's lots of like support things. This one could be neat if you did have like more of the tech brings in like one of these other different characters and they do something and assist. Can people stop calling? Okay, I don't know, I was just rang one time that time. But you maybe do that one. Then I said like the support thing would be really cool to kind of see some more people come in to do some stuff. Though I do think you could have. Can they really stop calling, please? It's like 9 o'clock at. Although that one rang fully either. But yeah, you have those. I don't know, that one did do lots of cool kicks and other things. Like, I don't know, that one could work, but I could see not adding them in. One that had a little bit more, like, sort of proper-ish screen time that could work better would have been Earth-Chan, which was like Astro Boy mixed with the Sputnik satellite, and also a girl. Like a cutesy anime girl robot thing. Anybody else left alive? I guess we're just waiting for the next wave to come in. I guess go up here. But yeah, she was interesting. Actually, had lots more fights later. Granted, we didn't do as much, but of course the basic kicks, fly by, do some stuff like that, which I mean could maybe still work fairly well. Man, this is just kind of annoying. Yeah, I guess go back here and do this. Nope, not you. Okay, you just start with enough on fire. You're blending in with the background for me. Oh gosh, my head's kind of throbbing now. But she did some neat things where she had like the little spike bits, parts of the satellite, they would pop out, and she would like use those to try to skewer people. Sure, go well. I can't click on any of those things. Stop it. Okay, you know what? Just, please, just, I'm just trying to end the turn till the enemies get here, please. Y'all can probably handle it. Okay, you didn't need to do that, but, sorry, my head's just kind of killing me now. But she could probably fit in. I think she'd be a cute little character to add in. Her sense of justice also kind of got brought up. Became way more of a, not really main character, but became way more important to the story than it seemed like she was going to be originally, based off the first season with the stuff that did happen in the second season. Still kind of surprised we got as much as we did with her, but I think she could probably work fairly well. I don't know, in a weird way I can see maybe getting more into the robot detective. But yeah, I don't know, both were still pretty cool. take out those two. And then I think like the final other unit, I just don't remember his name. They kept calling him like the superhero name thing. He like swapped bodies a couple of times, so it was kind of hard to kind of keep track. It's like, oh, they're now calling him that, but that is that guy, but that wasn't that name. That was his like superhero name, and they're not calling him that because of this other stuff that's going on. But why is it not selecting that? I clicked on that spot 2 different times. So I selected up here, then selected over there. But I'm positive my mouse is on the correct spot, especially the second time, because I was actually definitely paying attention this time to it. Oh, I thought you were going to attack the dog. Maybe you can try to attack the dog. Well, I guess I'll just come up here. But yeah, so you have that guy. I forget. I think like Grosser Algen was his first name, but the alien thing that he was combined with to get him that name left at the end of that episode, and he then like the human took over the body of one of the aliens that he'd been fighting, the S-Planetarians. And then they kept calling him like the S-Planetarian, or so it looked like one of those later, and that was what they started like calling him, but he now like shifted into that guy. I could maybe see them having him. No, didn't appear that much in the first season, but did actually appear a couple times in the second season in a way that like I assume they could probably bring him back. I don't know, he could be kind of interesting, and he did have a couple different moves, and they might could like bring in some other different moves from that. Like maybe what the enemy did before he like took over its body. Like, he didn't have him like fight as much. You did kind of have him more as the person of that show up more. But still pretty neat. Give me some water. But yeah, that would be probably the last one I could really see making it in. There's maybe some other things that you could fudge in, though I've also, I don't know, I feel like I'm now really liking the idea of just kind of making it a little bit more like some different crazier assist things coming in and have it be done that way. So you have like maybe you could bring Emmy into it, but you would have her like, I don't know, maybe she could summon that giant with like the giant skeleton thing that she did a couple times or something, and have that come in as like part of an attack and shoot you. Yes, but maybe do some stuff like that so it's like part of an assist, but it's not like her being added in exactly as a unit. Probably same too for maybe like Jaguar. I think Jaguar would make good use as like a support spirit type thing going on. But yeah, I think those would probably be the ones I would add in. Because I feel like 6 is probably too much. I said maybe some of those you could like trim down. I think probably Jiro, the boy detective, and maybe Earth-chan might be the ones that make the most sense. I think Iron Detective too, but the Iron Detective also like changing sides a lot of times, so it might be a little bit harder to get him in there. Granted, Grosser Algen I think would also be just really neat to kind of have in, so we can get in like a little bit more of a Ultraman-ish thing. 'Cause I think that's also would probably be sort of the big thing with this series would add in a lot of stuff that's like this. It's lots of like legally distinct characters that you would want in that they might not would then have to like pay the licensing stuff to get them in proper. Okay, 2 back here. Oh, come on. But yeah, so I think we have that one. I think I've mentioned like the other things for like the enemies, but there is like a couple of different probably neat enemies. I do think the S-Planetarians would probably be weirdly the most fun. But they are also kind of the most fun because I think having some like 60s, 70s, almost like Men in Black alien things that grow big and giant that are trying to like, I don't know, sort of mess with the stuff, but like more so like keep the planet secret, so I guess things don't come there and bother them or something. And like the one thing they really did in the plot was they were giving like bad technology to a scientist. Well, I guess a scientist, but not planetarian. What's the best term for it? Astrologer, maybe? Or somebody like this, walking one of those like big satellites, trying to see more into deep space. And they were finding like a new planet that was supposed to be kind of like theirs. And he was like in secret supposed to give them some stuff that would help them be able to like find it, but would actually like mess up the data to make it actually like set back their, I don't know, plotting through space by a couple generations. Yeah, sure. I think your dude comes by and kills it. Oh, never mind. Your dude did not come by and kill it. But yeah, I think it would be neat maybe to have them like going around doing stuff. Like maybe just the basic ideas of planets out there. You have all this super robot war stuff going on. They're kind of seeing it. Like, I don't know. I feel like because the Charles Rebellion stuff comes up, it seems like a lot to me. Maybe I've just watched all the stuff that's included that from Super Robot Wars. But yeah, let's see, influence up. But you have lots of stuff with that, like different things going on with the spaceoids and other stuff, like the more Gundam related things. Maybe these guys aren't necessarily that bad, they just don't want the Earthlings coming over there because they feel like the Earthlings are like constantly going to war, fighting and other things like that, so they want to stay hidden. I always feel like them going around and like messing with the plots of other things, just trying to like mess stuff up, or maybe keep people diverted away from them, and then having like some random like Men in Black sort of dudes running around for like part of the story when it's like the people, and then maybe you have a couple of them randomly turn into like the big alien dudes and stuff, but it's like they're not like a main threat, but they just keep on showing up in other stories, kind of like meddling. I think that could be a really cool idea. Of course, there's lots of like other neat things that they do as well. These are things that like will blow up on me. I think so. Let's see. What's the best place to shoot to kill multiple innocents? Oh, there we go. Can I not shoot that? Okay, shoot there. Yes. But then like the sort of copies of Jiro's car that come up in one of the episodes, I guess I'll blow you up. Those would maybe be neat to have some different enemies. I don't know how you exactly work in here. Like I said, it only appeared in like one episode. The dude kept on like working on making other different things. So like, there's probably a way they could do it that would work fairly well. I think I'm getting to the point now where I can't just be doing this willy-nilly. Okay, we've got some actual tough enemies now. You know what, I'm gonna pop this here. Those would be neat to maybe see appearing. I don't know, they did get kind of taken over by some bad guys in the show. You could sort of maybe have that happen again here to some degree. And I think that could maybe work in a somewhat interesting fashion. Can I hit anything here worthwhile? I mean, sure, get you. Not going far enough back, but I guess he then maybe works on killing that guy or doing a little bit of work to him. That could be neat. I do think like the different, like some of the different kaiju stuff. I forget what the guy's name is. The monkey, mecha monkey thing. I think that one would work fairly well. And they kind of walked into a thing in the story already with like they were using the monkey kaiju stuff. They were using some of his like blood or regenerative powers or something to make other kaiju. Honestly, I think that would work fairly decently for like explanation for maybe why there's multiple of them. It's like, oh, they've been using his thing and sticking it into, I think it was like dead other kaiju's bodies, and it would regenerate them to be like him or something. Good excuse for an army of that. Dude made the army of like the car robot things. Who else is left? Where's the last enemy? Oh, there we go. So I guess we're just gonna shoot him. So you have like an army of those. The kaiju, they didn't really do anything with them, but the like U.S. military turning dead alien kaiju or something into like things for the military could be neat. I don't know, like have somebody sort of take over them and have them doing some stuff, because they never actually did anything with them in the show, but it was like a really cool idea they kept on showing off. Sad they never did anything with it. I don't know, the ghost alien dude thing. The part where he, I mean, it wasn't him, I guess. It was one of his like friends possessed the dirt, for lack of better words, to make a creature for two of the good guys were kind of fighting to team up with that like it was the bad guy. That was kind of neat. I don't know why those would be appearing lots of times as an enemy, but maybe you could do something potentially with that. And then there's a couple other different things, but I do think it would be an interesting story. You had some cool different robots, super robots, if you will. And I mean, honestly, lots of different like robot action, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go back here because you can hopefully just straight up kill him. A very different setting, but there was already time travel going on in the show. And then you also, I mean, I guess I'm gonna pop this too. You also have the series in, I mean, the spoilers, with like some of the characters opening up a portal to a different world and go with it. Granted, it would also be kind of cool. I mean, I guess if it wasn't like as many people died at the end of the story, but it would almost be an interesting place to pick up at the beginning of the story. But you did already have them go to a different world. Ow. Unfortunate. I might have to actually play this with better characters. With a better character, I probably just need to run her all the way back there too. Though, I mean, hey, I could also stick on like my better upgraded stuff. The dog. Okay, I thought he was also hitting too. But man, that's not too bad. It's weird. It didn't feel like we did too bad there, even though they also like killed off one kid that feels a little bit stronger. Granted, maybe she's a little bit weaker health-wise and everything, so maybe that's why I had an easy enough time like killing her. But she isn't a tank. Maybe she's lots more squishy. But if you do have some time travel. I mean, some like time paradox levels of time travel. Like you have 3 versions of the same guy come back, and you have him kill a younger version of himself, but he only makes it through because somebody also takes his time travel device and gives it to a scientist, which is thus how they in the future make a time travel device, is they copy his device. So he's too important to the history of the planet to be deleted or something crazy like that. Definitely some funky stuff there, but hey, I guess we expect when he kind of does time travel. Oh, it's Krolik. Okay, yeah, I forgot where she was here, or probably here. Throw that there. And then I guess we're just gonna send in the cavalry. It's gonna take a little while to get through this armor though. Was she actually even weak to? Is that shotgun? Oh, well, I guess I should be shooting her then. But yeah, I don't know, it's just some interesting stuff going on there. I think they could work it into it very interestingly. I mean, too, I don't know what all stuff's supposed to exactly happen in the past of most Super Robot War games anyways. So maybe it would all be lots of like different stuff already. But having a different world come in that has like a different past than this one, but also has a whole bunch of like other stuff would be kind of interesting. I think it would also be neat to see one where it's also like, yeah, everything here is like stuck in the past in like the 60s or 70s. That could be kind of neat to see them interact with all like the future stuff, but they also have lots of future stuff anyways. Like, it is funny to me in the episode where it introduces the Iron Detective. Like, you have all that stuff there with an like cyborg detective. But it's also really funny to me that at the same time that they're doing all of that, you have a computer in the background that is the size of a whole room. They're doing like, I mean, I guess accurate levels of stuff to like what it was like back then. But it's just also hysterical that at the same time you have like robots and other things going on. And different mech stuff. Granted, some of the mech stuff was made by a guy from the future. So, hey, probably how that got done. But still pretty interesting. Oh, well, yeah. Probably not getting great marks for this one. Say go ahead and start blasting her. Or I guess maybe pop this now. And I guess just keep blasting. I might really just need a better team for this. Granted, she's actually quite strong, all things considered. Definitely way stronger than she is in the game normally. We'll blast you with some more water. Okay, might lose too many characters here. Because they're dead. Okay, of course the dog didn't want to do anything. Okay. Man, not get. Yeah. What did we do? That one. that one did not go well for me. Why is it level 39? That did not feel like level 39s. I don't think it has Krolik shown on here. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, 42. Well, I guess I do have some level companion, but she was doing lots of damage. But I mean, I guess maybe if you upgrade her fairly well, but I don't know, I feel like most of the time there's just not much of a reason to use melee characters. As fun as they are, they normally kind of are lacking in some other areas, not only AoE stuff. And she's still kind of good with some AoE stuff there, but I'm also sure she's probably like decently buffed. Very interesting to me that of all things we get a Krolik final boss for a event. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring, no, not you, was made. Here we go. But yeah, I don't know. I think that one would be neat. Of course, there's also some way more, I think, interesting ones as well. I do think the smartphone anime is as sort of stupid as that one is. I do think that one would be exceptionally funny to see in the game. I think a dude that has like 10 wives, let's say 9 wives, a collection of floating islands, all these other people into him. That could be pretty funny. Would probably make it, I don't know why they would get teleported over here, but maybe make it be a little bit further into the story than the anime is. And this anime doesn't really have like that much of a story to like do any kind of like major retelling or nothing. Oh yeah, that's totally where I wanted it to go. Oh, why did I not kill that guy? Oh well, I just forgot about him. But like maybe you're going, for some reason the islands got teleported over, maybe some of the stuff from his world got teleported over, he used a new spell, something brought them over here, and now he's trying to find where all of his stuff went. Let's see, is there a way I could maybe even do it like this and kill them like this just by off of healing? I really thought you were going to like do more. Well, at least you got that one killed. I guess we're gonna sit down here for a couple of turns. Then you here. Oh come on! What do you mean you don't have any points left to do the rest of this? But yeah, maybe have him have to go back and recollect his floating islands, and maybe his wives are on them, and you just keep on introducing new characters and some of the other like people he sort of collected over time, and it's just like you're just meeting them. And it's like, okay, what do we have on this one? Yeah, this is my wife. This is this one. Here's my magical cat creature. Here's one of my robot women, and just some different things like that. I think that one would probably work in a fairly interesting manner. Just going to kill him. Excuse me. No, use the big gun. There we go. Then you come over here and throw one of those, so we can work a little bit more on taking down her armor. I hate how I'm just always missing the buttons now. But that one I think would be neat. The Ultimate game had some interesting things in it that I think would be kind of a little bit funny as well. Not as fun, I think, as some of those other ones, but I enjoyed it. Granted, I do think that one of the more funny ideas there is because like the guy, I guess, is supposed to like died isekai whatever at like, I don't know, 20s-ish, and he's like 15-ish or so now or something. He's kind of like a 30-40-year-old man at heart. So he likes older women, and he keeps on hitting on like people's moms and stuff. I think that would honestly be kind of funny if they brought that into the show. Brought that into the game somehow. Just like have what looks like a 15-year-old like, there's a mature woman over there. Just like hit on everybody who's would seem too old for him. And maybe the other characters from that might be kind of neat too. The different, like, I don't know if you would bring them all over. Again, I think they had some that might have more interesting mix than the others. But there was like the 5 love interests from the game. Of course, like the one character made a harem out of them. But you would maybe have them be there, and I think they could probably have fun with the 5 like Ultimate game protagonist dudes, just the pretty boys going around and everything. Of course, you also had like airships, hover bikes, mechs, other things going on there that would probably be pretty interesting too. Another interesting like fantasy sci-fi setting. Also, I think it's supposed to be like so far in the future that magic somehow got developed and it left the science behind or something, because it's like sci-fi stuff hidden around, and they had, I think, a war between science and magic, but magic won or something really stupid like that. But yeah, no, I think that could be kind of fun. Why did I even go back to the home screen? I was wondering what I was looking at. Let's see, I grab that. I need to grab all the reward stuff here, because I think I do have quite a bit of it. Okay, and there is whatever this game mode is here. Let me go ahead and grab. Not you. I want to grab. Oh, actually, challenges you. Auto as much as I can there. Okay. Then go here. Then buy up all the useful to summon stuff, materials. Okay, I got you. I'll go and grab you because I might be upgrading some different characters. And always having more views, nice. Growth data, like new upgrade stuff, so I think you're kind of useful. Okay, I guess just grab whatever this I can. Nope, okay. Well, that should be good enough. Now we can see what this new game mode is. Phase turbulence. Oh, is this just a special version of... Okay, we can, I guess, run this right quick while I talk. Constant... Sure, let's try this and just see whatever I get at the start of a turn. So, penetrating seal's not too bad. Let's try that one. Who do I get? I get Pishka, yeah, sure. I like you. Zhaohui, I guess. Sure. Do I have a healer? No. I guess we're going with these characters. Okay, something a little bit different. I was wondering why there was a whole extra like menu here now for this. Can I skip this? No. I thought it would let me actually skip it. But I guess that's the upgrades for the other thing. Does this one have a separate upgrade track? I'm curious. But no reason to play this, really. Might even make it through a whole round, I don't know. Depends on how much fun. I also was maybe going to do one of the other like phase things, the one that always gets me tilted to play. Try just a little bit of that. But yeah, I think that one could be interesting. I have enjoyed the Knights and Magic content so far. Granted, I think you might have had more interesting enemies, though I do think like the giant alienish bug, demon beetle thing creatures would have been probably more interesting to fight. Granted, I do like the little bad guy mechs that we have right now. I mean, it was not bad, but I do think I could use some enemies that want mechs too from them, because that might have been a little bit more different. But I mean, you know, fantasy magic mech is a little bit different still. And this is a physical damage dealt. 10% of the target's defense. That could be good for blaze support. Maximum mobility is increased by 1 tile if the unit's mobility is greater than 6 tiles. Attack is increased by 15% before attack resolves. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, the other one would be better, but I'm like, hey, I think most of my characters are going to have like decent move. Springfield. We have no reroll, so I guess we're kind of starting over from that other game mode. But luckily we now actually have a healer on the team. Still nothing really like that coheses well with each other, but you know, it is what it is. But I think that would be interesting. Data Live with its setup I think would be neat, but then also I think it would be neat because I guess really the main characters wouldn't be appearing. It's kind of like the side characters, so following the story from Whitehead girl, who her name was, and like maybe then at some point the dude's sister, like the people kind of also fighting against the spirits might be kind of neat, especially if you have the main guy, like if he's a separate set of the cast that's not like really involved in the story but shows up for their missions. That could be really interesting. Also, that one would be weird, but I think it could probably be sort of set in that we'll get into the whole thing with the chick like remaking the world or something. Might be kind of interesting, a little bit more weird. But I think you do have some other enemies that could kind of work. I mean, if you wanted to do the spirits, is like bosses, those could probably kind of work. Some of them did have like enough stuff sort of going on to be potentially strong enough that I guess, or feels like in the story for the mechs to have like have some trouble dealing with them. I don't know if I won't have too many of them. Dealing freeze damage. Don't have anybody that does freeze right now. Covers HP. I mean, I guess sure. Oh, maybe I don't know. That might just even be better. I don't know if I'm gonna get any freeze characters though. So I'm gonna finish that. You know what? I'm gonna take another doll. I mean, great, I do like you. But I guess Cloquet, which will at least help me clear the other stuff quickly. I have like no type of team synergy going on though. If the number of enemies in the battlefield is less than, good for kind of like the boss missions. For each effect possessed, damage dealt is increased by 10. It might be it's nice enough. Stability, I think that would actually be really nice because we do have the bosses have a lot of stability, so just like being able to whittle down that so you can actually start like more properly dealing damage to them, I think is very beneficial. I was really hoping this one was going to have more different characters in it. I mean, it's not bad so far, but like I played through one of these again somewhat recently, and I really wanted to use some of the newer units. Like, let me use some of the electric team characters. And it was all like still old stuff. I thought this might be kind of fun to like. I can use Belka, I can use Endor's, Kung Fu Chick. Some of those that might have somebody else too. I mean, I'm hoping that Linz might be also in this one too, since it's coming with her event. But who knows? But yeah, I think the Data Live one that could work. I mean, you do have, what was it, Kurumi, the gun chick. I mean, with all her different clones, that could work as like a horde enemy. It might be kind of weird to send like the mechs at them, but I know she was doing some like darker, creepier looking stuff. And granted, you could have like it be a group of them, and it's not just one because of how she like acted, performed, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Maybe you could have something with that. Expedition Gambit, mobility is increased by 1 tile outside of the turn. For each cryo, plug in critical rate. And I guess I'm gonna try that one. Anybody else wants to join me? Paratia. Yuhi could be fun. I guess I'm going a weird team for that. Payless, okay. They also had just the generic Deus Ex Machina sort of you had ones that were like robots that they summoned in. Speaking of, that's what I was looking for. I'm gonna get my healer up. You had them. And then you also then had like later other women that came out in the sort of like mechish suits. Also, for the record, these things are like sort of mechs as well. I guess we're gonna withdraw you, and then we'll put you in. You had them. There's also like magic, so you did also have them with like magic shields and other things going on. That would probably be how it would sort of like kind of work. And I guess they're shooting like magic lasers and missiles and other stuff. So I don't know. There might be some other things there, but I think it would potentially look interesting. You had a couple that had like some bigger suits too. So you might could have some of them be some of the bosses, and then you had the dude, Deus Ex Machina's like leader, still like the book thing, and made some like bad spirits, some other like generic moot sort of enemies. You also had like a couple airship fights, and you might could bring some stuff in. Like there was a couple like bigger things going on in some of the episodes that, you know, if you shifted enough, could be an interesting enough fight. And the dude's like going around trying to like do a whole bunch of magic stuff to whatever the bad guys' plans were when they started this. I forget what all exactly was when they made like the generator spirit thing. I don't know, you could have that probably fit there in like an evil company like that, Deus Ex Machina, that's trying to do some stuff with magic and like kind of having some robot stuff. Other things go on could be kind of really interesting. I could really see that working in this game, and I think that would fit enough into probably sort of the regular world. I mean, maybe you could say to people like something feels a little bit different to reference like the person shifting the world or something where the person died, or I think it was when she made a new world, or maybe she just copied some of that stuff. I guess maybe it was the same world, but then she just had the different babies or something. I forget what was going on there, but there's some different things you could probably do there. Attack is increased by 3%. That sounds good. I'm just going to say just increase attack. Force replenishment. Ooh. I mean, Springfield's already pretty solid. But I do have some stuff for like ice bonuses, and there was, I think, some things you normally get with shields, so I mean, you could work with the water. Would it be you or her? Because I think the warden does pretty good. Oh, I don't know. I might not need the shields. Maybe we don't go like too here. Granted, the shields also like really good. I guess if I do get any shield ice bonus things now, I can put them more on the team. But I do think the Data Live, as weird as it is, would potentially make an interesting series to have included, and I think you wouldn't have to do too much crazy stuff to make it work. I mean, you'd probably tell the story very differently, but I'm sure you could make the argument lots of stuff's kind of changed, but I think you'd be telling it from a different perspective. But there's definitely lots of interesting things, I think, going on there with some of them. Then I guess you also could always make the thing, maybe the spirits get deployed as the spirits and they do stuff. I know you did have the rune gods, so maybe that could work. Though I also kind of like the idea of it just being the I forget what they were called, like the ADS girls or something like that, just like the ones in like the sort of like mech suit things that are like not the strike witches, but it kind of feels like that later. Once you find out there's like a bunch of other magic stuff going on. Like I thought it was just supposed to be they were just sci-fi things, that they were all magical people. But yeah, no, I'm having fun working on that. I would like to get some of the stuff more together. I think it'd almost be really neat to make like a video thing for some of them. But I do think you do have some really interesting stuff there. Also, I mean, hey, I would love some of the stuff just get included in like a DD, though. I mean, I won't be able to enjoy the story part of it there. But they do have lots of interesting stuff in DD that I would love to hear how they actually decide to add stuff into that one, because it does feel like they get stuff in there that I might not would have thought to have added in. But I mean, I don't know what's maybe popular or not when it comes to that. Some of these like series from the 80s worth adding in. Maybe they have lots of fans still to do that. You would think some of the like older stuff might not would have as many fans, or at least as many fans like currently. Like you think maybe doing something a little bit more, I won't say more current, but if you're maybe trying to bring in some stuff, you would be doing that. Though you would think you'd be adding in lots of the bigger older things maybe a little bit quicker too. Although I'm sure they have some like interior or like internal data for like knowing which ones actually have lots of fans and which one doesn't. Though I would also be curious to hear exactly how people spend in there. Are they spending on their favorite series, something that looks cool, upgrading an existing character, you just buying power? I mean, I guess if you're really spending, you might just be buying a little bit of everything. But I mean, I would be curious to know some of that stuff. Because I will admit, probably once I get done with, once I get done with this, I think I might also do one run through of the other game mode potentially. Before calling this, I do kind of want to get back to Super Robot Wars DD, and there's a little bit of like messing around stuff to do in there. Oh, it is also fun, I guess, like some other little mobile game stuff. The DC Dark Legion game. Still playing that right now. It still has some fun enough stuff going on there. There's lots of changes. Those things explode so aggressively. But I've actually gotten lots of units recently, which is kind of nice. Though, I mean, of course, I need to apparently get lots more copies of them for them to become usable. Cause I am noticing some of them, like once you just get them unlocked, you don't get too much other stuff. Also, the like, oh, you get shards that you can upgrade any mythic hero with. No, it's only the like the free ones, the ones that you have to get from the anvil thing. You can't use those. So I'm like, well, if I could put a couple shards into this one, a couple shards into that one, like once you need like 10, 20 to level the stuff up, it's like, okay, you're not gonna probably be making it off of that, but I think it's really kind of sucks that you can't use those on it. Every allied unit within 3 towns of an enemy unit, when the number of enemy units on the battlefield is less than when an active attack exploits an ammo weakness. I think, well, I mean, I guess that one is actually, if we do get one, that one's not too bad. At least for like a final boss type damager. Gosh, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah. So I got like Sinestro and Constantine. Also, I got Slade recently too, which is really nice. Though somehow, without having too many shards for either of those are both like two of my stronger characters now. Though I don't know if that's like, is that like a power creep thing where they're just like really solid too? Or maybe they just do enough other stuff, but they make it onto like my auto team somehow. I wouldn't think they would be doing it, but I guess they maybe provide enough of a different role. But I mean, I think they're like cool enough units. But it's just funny that I feel like most of the like the new stuff they've been announcing, they're releasing, just doesn't super interest me. For some reason, we're getting a Harley Quinn alt. Not the worst thing ever. I think we easily could have like way worse stuff. And cause I mean, it is like Harley Quinn, nurse / doctor, and she has like a giant syringe now. I mean, they did kind of do a little bit more changes there. She's now like a ranged character that does, I guess, a decent bit of stuff. Whatever. Of course, I don't know if she's exactly released. She's like the new spinning character, which apparently is what Hal Jordan was, which is weird that you have like premium only characters. But apparently he's supposed to be a good healer, but I guess that's why he's a good healer, is you had to basically pay to get him. Kind of weird. If I was going to release a character you had to pay to get, I don't think it would have been Hal Jordan. Granted, maybe other ones would have upset people more. Anyway, it just doesn't exactly do it for me. Granted, I think too they could have made him a lot cooler. I don't think him being a healer. I guess it can say about lots of like superheroes. Would I have made them a healer? Probably not. Raven a healer? No. Starfire a healer? No. Green Lantern a healer? No. Lots of weird stuff. I mean, I guess honestly, most people would probably been like a damage dealer or a tank. So I guess maybe that's what you kind of had to do. But you have her interesting enough, but there's also, we need like a lot of other characters still. I mean, even just like some more of the what feels like basic characters. I mean, you have, I think, a tag for Flash, and you just have Flash. None of his other characters. I think they're like top for me, but you don't really have anybody else. You can't make a team of them. Other allied units. That could be good. I don't know what that exactly even is. You know what? Sure, I'm just gonna pop that one. Force recruitment, anything good here? I didn't mean to press that, but I feel like I pressed this 3 times. Ulrid, Nikita. Ooh! So somebody actually knew. Nikita's new. I guess. So I guess I don't know. I guess I'll do it this way. Is there? Well, I would put it on the team. I guess I could swap out for Paratia. I don't know. Maybe she does some stuff there. I do have a lot more water characters. That might be nice. Sure, I'm gonna pop one of those. When there are 5 allied units on the battlefield, targeted damage increase. The enemy units on the battlefield is greater than when the enemy target's HP is lower than 60%. Yes, that's good on the boss for finishing up, like damaging the boss at the end. I might swap Paratia out for Nikita. Not Paratia, Paprika. There we go. Withdrawal doll. It was you, Nikita. I do have. I mean, I don't think I have any like real water buffs, but we're currently making a water team here. But let's see who else. Oh, and you don't have like Flash. Well, you have Flash. You don't have like Kid Flash, Impulse, some of those other people. I mean, you might would. I don't know if I can't remember what the tag exactly is, but you might could add like Reverse Flash or some of those other ones onto it. You do also have some more interesting visually, or at least from like the Flash TV show. Like Savitar would probably look cooler than some of the others. I do think those might be a little bit more samey, unfortunately. But you don't have any of those. You have, I think, one Flash enemy with Captain Cold. There's definitely some more interesting ones there. I think you could add, especially would do something different. You're still missing Beast Boy for the Teen Titans. I mean, I think we got some stuff that feels a little bit more like it was probably supposed to coincide with the Superman the Superman movie. And the Hulk Girl feels like that, and Crypto to me feels like that. Which is probably also why we got like a Supergirl and Superboy. I feel like they were trying to make more of like a Superman team. It's probably not just accurate. I guess they could have done that themselves, but it feels like that. The Hulk Girl kind of feels like that too. Granted, Hulk Girl is enough of a bigger DC character that also feels fitting. But if they also want to go the other stuff with that, I mean, we also added Mr. Terrific. I think people liked him enough, and if he does enough, I feel like different things that he would stand out and could work well. I mean, you could have him be defense. I mean, I think in the movie, like the clip I saw, like the badly placed music, you had him make like a shield or around himself or Lois or somebody. Electric impact, interesting. So you had them like do that, and it was like keeping people safe, but he kept like fighting and everything. And I feel like there's some different neat things you could do with him. I don't know, you could have maybe do shields and some other stuff, but be like a ranged shield dealer. Dealing AoE damage, critical rate. I guess I'll do AoE damage because I do have card chick. Tololo, oh, but finally we could get somebody. Belka. Am I gonna like quickly make a almost all washer team? I could. I feel like it might be a little late for that. If I could swap in her as well, but I do kind of like these. Oh, but so like I said, like lots of stuff still kind of missing, so it kind of sucks. We're getting alts. Death Metal Wonder Woman, I feel like is enough of a different character. It doesn't feel like we're getting as much of an alt, like I think at least the Harley Quinn feels like. I mean, it's not like it's a different Earth Harley Quinn. And I feel like we're getting... Why is it? Oh, I think he's dizzy. I was like, why is he doing that weird animation? But, like, and I think technically the enemy is supposed to maybe from the Death Metal series, Heavy Metal, something Metal DC series. So, like, maybe it kind of makes sense to bring her in if she, like, fought some of these things. Bring in some cooler special characters like that every now and then. I don't know, I think that one's a little bit less upset about, though. I feel like they really tried to force a Wonder Woman team. Donna Troy's okay. I don't have any connection with her. But she looks a little bit basic, doesn't the most interest me. Feels kind of similar to Wonder Woman. Maybe if I was just more familiar with her, I'd be more interested in getting Donna Troy, though. But as of right now, Donna Troy doesn't really super do it for me. But at least, like, I don't know, I think it's like Wonder Girl, like a sidekick-ish thing for Wonder Woman. Okay, not too bad. Queen Hippolyta sort of works. Oh, that's actually pretty... we'll go with it. The Pathfinder bomb's kind of fun. Peerless, definitely go with Peerless. I always get that extra bonus. But it's like a weird extra sort of forcing that. Because you have Wonder Woman. Apparently a little bit before I joined, I think the last character added was Queen Hippolyta. Feels like a weird one. I feel like there's a cooler Wonder Woman characters you could have added than her. But she still sort of kind of works. Like it kind of makes sense to sort of maybe add her in. Like I can't be too mad about that. Not one that I'm like hyped for as a character, but like she maybe had a decent enough kit. I mean, I guess you can use her now with this new team stuff, but it's also like you have her and Wonder Woman, and is it like enough for the Wonder Woman tag or the Amazonian tag? And then they drop Donna Troy and another Wonder Woman. Yeah, a little bit less cool there, but you know, it is what it is. I can't hate on it too much. And then let's see, who else did we get? We had that one. They added in Swamp Thing, not too bad. A little bit of a different one. I think he does have his fans, but it is kind of a little bit more of a different feeling sort of comic thing, but kind of works for the Justice League Dark sort of stuff. I mean, I don't have like too many faults with that one. That one's like a decent enough one. it does feel like a character I could see getting in here a little bit sooner. But like, I think if you didn't want to pull all of these more big ones, I think he's like popular enough of a different type of character. I could see getting him into something like this, while keeping some of your bigger hitters in the bag, but not necessarily too obscure. Maybe a little bit more niche, but not like too niche. I think he has like a decent bit of fans. I feel like he's probably much better than Donna Troy. And hey, you're adding in somebody of a different sort of thing with another Justice League Dark character. Definitely probably functions a little bit differently, or his animations are a little bit different than some other stuff. Like that's a little bit more unique. I feel like there's also one other one I'm forgetting, but then I also know you're getting the Riddler, which I mean, hey, Batman's kind of big, and I guess some of his rogues gallery. Granted, I think some of these ones aren't as interesting as some other people could be. I kind of wish we got some other stuff, but it's kind of a lot of the stuff they're releasing now is like, yeah, we get like some other stuff that's a little bit more hype. Pathfinder bombs is increased by 50%, but that's probably pretty good. You know what? Let's just do that. And that mobility zero tiles could maybe be good for a final boss if that would like give us some significant like improvements, perhaps. And it's also funny doing the Pathfinder bombs where I have a couple snipers that probably won't be moving too much. But it is funny to see all the little explosion things happen. Then okay, just a couple more little explosions. But yeah, I don't know, it just kind of is interesting. I still have like my thoughts about some of the stuff I would probably like to see added in. But I do think maybe a little bit more variety of some of the stuff could be cool. But also they want to kind of make some other teams, though it would be maybe cool if some of the other teams came up with some different event stuff. And they added them in sort of that way. I mean, hey, I guess this one you added in Donna Troy like this, and you got some like other upgrades and other things coming in. Of course, nobody really got the Wonder Woman Death Metal one yet. Just been apparently lots of money to be able to get her, which is really unfortunate because I would have loved to have been able to maybe have gotten her. I mean, especially for like decently actively playing the game. Like it wasn't just you had to spend. It's like, nah, you kind of really had to spend. As stupid as that does sound, something about you had to reach like a certain wave of the event, but you had to like basically get the chainsaws. But you basically had to like buy the chainsaws. You got like 10 free something. Then you could buy some with some of the in-game currency. Then you could just like buy them. But like, well, it was a grid of 4x4, so 16 for like basically each map. So like, you know how many chainsaws it took to clear it, and I think you had to get. I think they lowered to wave 65 to even be able to get convert the shards of truth into the Wonder Woman fragments. But you also needed so many points to get to the Wonder Woman fragments, so to even just buy those in the first place. I don't know. It was really interesting. Sure, one of you. Juiha. You know what? I'm mostly gonna pop that. Okay, normal battle. So I guess we have to get stuff from doing these runs to upgrade like the other stuff. I don't know if I really want to be playing this too much during this event. I mean, it takes a little while. I wish you could use the upgrades you got from the other one on here. Because I think really the biggest reason to probably play this, I mean, I guess it gets you rewards, but is to get the other characters that they haven't added into the previous one. Like, I think we got up to Springfield and Perry. So all was released afterwards, which I think is Nikita. And Doris, Belka, and like I said, the Kung Fu chick, I think, and maybe one other one. I think there might be somebody else I could be forgetting. But it's kind of like those people, which I mean would be fun to play with on here. Max them out, make a fun little team with them. I think the electric ones would be really fun to like mess with. Okay, excellent. Also, I think we're getting more maps from like not DLC, but from the like events. I feel like I've seen lots of maps from the whatever the starting one was. When I joined, it was Dushnavi, but it was like those things with that like reactor area. When attacking enemy targets with free, nope. After killing an enemy, recover, no. When there are 5 allied units, get sure, might as well take this. Targeted damage is increased, sure. But we don't do as much targeted damage we probably should be doing, but I'll take it. Each instance of damage with Tox Coyotes. Okay. Attack from allied, summon. We're not currently, I think, really doing summons. So I guess the dog technically counts. Toxicite, additionally permanent 1 instance of erosion. Okay. When the number of enemy units on the battlefield is less than or equal to 3 damage, that could be really good. Actually, I'm going to buy that one because, like, we're about to fight a boss, so they're not going to have too many extra enemies on them, so if we just deal 40% extra damage with there's less than 3 enemies, or 3 enemies or less, that's probably one of the smarter ones, I feel like. Watch, this is like a whole horde of enemies here or something, but you kill them all quickly enough. You know, this should probably work. Also, I don't even know if we have fully Toxiote sight, whatever, going on. But let's see. Maybe we do. We will need to actually kill these extra enemies first, though. But hopefully we'll be doing the damage along the way. But yeah, no, I'm still enjoying, I think, DC Dark Legion enough. But it has been kind of interesting to watch some of the stuff that game has done. Also, I like this map. It definitely strikes me as one that doesn't have probably too many places to be used in the story. I mean, maybe there was something I missed that had this, but it is a very interesting one. But it does feel more fantasy, or it feels almost like a Genshin Impact, like dungeon type thing. But that is also interesting to me. Okay. Okay. How are we doing to its health and armor? Oh gosh, the armor's basically, the armor's gone. And what, that's only him left, so that's already an increased 45% damage, or 40% damage, something like that. I don't know if that counts for those little movement explosions either. And whenever we get below 60% of his max health, he does also start taking a lot more extra damage. Also, just like she's doing her AoE poison or corrosion attack is a counter too, or not counter, but whatever, like she does with her regular thing. Maybe that's I guess that could be a unbind for her. I just haven't paid too much attention to that one. Also, out of curiosity, I think I need to have it stop moving to actually properly be able to look. What's your HP at now? 250%. It doesn't look like we're actually making your health go down too quickly, which is unfortunate. But I think I might have went too heavy to the AoE, but I was gonna try something a little bit different. I'm a heck, if I lose here, I lose here. But we're doing really good on the wave missions and also the other peerless ones too. But it does seem like this does a lot less damage than it feels like it should be. Granted, they could just be playing it very poorly. Although I didn't even look to see what his weakness even is. We might not be using any like good exploits. Maybe much more fire and other stuff. But we do have, I think his armor broke again, so that should do something good. But I also know on the other, okay, she's dead. I know on the other one I do have like the increased armor, increased defense, increased health, increased attack. Maybe you need more of that to defeat the final boss, I don't know. Like I said, I also don't feel like I really made a great team here, but I don't know. Do something a little bit different. We'll try out some different characters, but I don't know. Try out some slightly different stuff. It feels unfortunate that it doesn't feel like the toxic team is exactly it yet. At least not for this game mode. Though I do think we had some other good characters on here with like grapple hook chick. I mean, Parity is doing lots of shoots too. Nikita should be doing lots of damage, lots of attack. Springfield does some solid healing, solid damage. Oh, it is only 10-5 somehow. Feels like it's been much longer than that. This is normally the part of playing something like this where I would be tabbed out watching YouTube or something on Twitch for like 10 minutes. It's only 242. Like, I don't think we're gonna kill him. Can you like kill my other people a little bit quicker? Because I don't think I can exit out of this and get my point. I think he actually has to kill me. But it doesn't seem like we're getting through any of his defenses really at all. Kind of even tempted to just, you know what, I won't do it. I mean, it's kind of interesting that he killed Kluke that quickly too. If he's still at 200%, like we haven't really done much of any damage to him at all somehow. Okay, good. You killed one. I told you to stop that. Could y'all stop. Run out. Okay, apparently I can't do anything with you. Could you stop? I want you to stand in front of him. I also want you to stand in front of him. Make it easier for him to kill you. I mean, it feels like more of this, we should be doing good damage to him. But we just aren't for some reason. And then of course he's not doing like any damage to us now. Granted, it also feels like the AI is just always pretty horrible for this fight. Could you stop? No, oh, no. Stop, nope. Oh my gosh, I meant to hit intern. Could you kill us quickly, please? I'm tired of this. I want to go on. I don't want to end stream. I want to do one more other thing. But the other thing I'm gonna hate too. You got to do it quicker. Don't do it clean either. Do it dirty. Just put me down. Oh my gosh. Okay, you don't get to move. For some reason, I can't move you. Okay, move you here and stop it. Stop shooting him. Stop making more bomb things happen. Stop it or anytime. I want to hit intern. Could you please quickly kill me? I don't know why we're doing 85 extra attacks. I don't know why we're doing this many attacks and not doing any damage. Okay, thank you, finally. Took you long enough, but you finally killed somebody. Hey, gun her down like a dog, please. I will go ahead and just confirm, yes. Count that as a something getting done. Hopefully I get some points. Because I think I have to level everything up again. And I don't want to play it enough to level everything back up. But I guess this is going to be here for maybe a bit. I got one thing that you can be summon materials. Excellent. I didn't get any of this done either somehow. I thought I might have got enough to get me through like one of those. That was on the easy one, right? Yes. I have to do all this again. Oh my gosh, I forgot how unfun this is. Because I mean, the amount I have to play to get it done, the amount of time it took me to do this, and I've stopped at 30. I mean, like, there's no reason to come back and really even play it again. I mean, I guess I could maybe get to 60, not too long, but like, I don't want to go through and have to level everything up again. Like, this to me game mode's not really that fun. Maybe the bosses were a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting, but it's all the same thing to me at the end. Are you trying to get me to come here because of that? Or is there something now actually on here to claim? Oh, you want me to look through all of this stupid stuff again? Oh my gosh, just go away. Could you please not make me to look through every single one of those like it's an important thing to do? I mean, at least I don't have an event to really play this event. I mean, there's not really much of any. I mean, I guess I want to get that one done. But my gosh, that's not fun. But speaking of not fun game modes, we also have the always pleasant phase clash, whatever. Funnest, corrosive, or riptide. I guess I go corrosive. I kind of like the corrosive stuff, but it's still not really anything great here. Sure. Yeah, don't keep on showing that. It's not like these things I have anybody to use otherwise. Well, if I'm supposed to put on no healer, you haven't released a healer for corrosive. Of course, I'm using somebody that I probably shouldn't bring along on this mission. You kind of have to. It's kind of the nature of the beast that y'all have made of this so far. Still feel like I should be interacting with that anytime I see it. Absolutely, this would also be an interesting thing to maybe see added in to a Super Robot Wars game, as weird as that would be. But you do have some interesting like super robots here with the dolls. Oh, I guess that's good. I'm not sure what Undying Amber is exactly useful, but I will take it. That's at least something. And then I technically have to go down here. Oh, there's even another room. Okay. Just make sure everything's looted. I'm assuming this is probably going to be an elite room. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Yes. Which, I mean, I guess I could do this without fighting them, but it does feel kind of a little bit lame to do that. What even is this enemy? I thought I had time to get back out. Guess I should just went ahead and shot. Actually, you know what? I might even, as much fun as I wanted to do this, my voice is kind of going on me. I feel like I've kind of ran out of lots of topics, and I feel like I already feel myself getting tilted from having played that other game mode. I think I might be ending stream here because I kind of just want to even tab out right now and listen to some stuff. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to call it here. This is Betuor Gripley. I hope you have enjoyed this. It's always fun to kind of sit here and talk. Like I said, I think this is going to be a little bit of a slow and a little bit of a boringish part of the stream here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for coming out to this. I mean, gosh, it's not even that late, but like I said, it's not. This is the kind of stuff where I start tapping out right now. Maybe if I came to it earlier, but we already did lots of like gameplay. So yeah, I do have a little work meeting tomorrow at like 1 or something like that in the afternoon, which is actually kind of early for me personally. So yeah, it's gonna be something. So I guess I might go ahead and hop on off until then. I hope to maybe have something else to stream again soon. But until then, Betuor Gripley signing off for Battle One for Day. Bye.